What's up guys, it's Farmer Jack, and here I am at the shop and I want to show you all our bananas we have. We planted them last year and now they're all produced, literally all of them. It's amazing. So I just want to show you the different varieties we have and let's get into it. This right here is a huamoa, which is crazy. They look like footballs and they're not even fully formed. They get like massive. Huamoa is a plantain. So I use this for like making tostones and cooking dishes. It's more used like a potato than like a sweet banana. We have no irrigation on any of these plants and they're all producing, looking amazing. So feed your bananas and like look how much higher I am. All this mulch is just feeding this banana. This is the true ice cream banana, they call it, the blue Java. And you can see the bluish tint and it tastes so good. Some people say it's the best. I think there are some other better tasting ones, but I love it and it's so beautiful. And you could see they popping out like crazy. Like look at all this. I think we took 2 from this already and it hasn't even been a year. So it's crazy to think about. I usually like to let them get bigger, but they're doing so well. So let's keep walking. This right here is the RAJAPURI variety. I haven't had it too much, but it's so delicious when I have had it. So I'm excited to grow it myself and get it really ripe. Speaking of, I think I just saw one that's ready. We should check it out. This banana was one of the first we planted. And as you can see, it's already ready. So I thought this was a Mysore when I planted it, but it looks like a dwarf Orinoco to me, which is amazing. I love dwarf Orinoco. So let's chop this down. Cool, so I got this machete lying around here, which is perfect. Kind of dull. So these are ready. You chop them off just like that, and then you got to get rid of this one because he's not going to produce again, but his little brother will. Check it out. So I like to bring these inside and then hang them up upside down, because if you hang them up like this, they'll start to crack as they ripen and fall off the thing when you don't want to eat them and you know they're all over the floor. So if you put them upside down, they kind of chill there a little longer. Bananas are amazing. My friend says he literally just grows these for like supporting the other trees, the other crops. And it's a crop in itself. So it's like literally does so much good for the rest of the plants too, the whole system. For example, this abu is protected from the leaves of this banana in the cold. When the temperatures drop, it's actually here to protect it from the cold and all that, but also because the banana is packed with nutrients. So I'm gonna chop this down and it basically acts as fertilizer, long-term fertilizer for the other fruit trees. This is so dull. So literally just do this. So this dwarf Orinoco is like that huamoa where you could cook it like a plantain, like a potato, like you could cook it and it's so good for tostones. But I also like to use it as a sweet banana, like a ripe banana. It works for both applications, like smoothies and like eating bananas and oatmeal, and then also like cooking it in like dishes at night. So I love these for that, the dwarf Orinoco, and they stay short. So anyways, this is one of my faves for bananas. Let me show you more. I love bananas because they're so quick. Like a lot of clients, they want production right away, which I get, you know, they want like fruit right away. But to go from seed to tree to fruit is a lot of energy, a lot of time. So what I like about bananas, since it's not really a fruit tree, it's an herbaceous plant. It's like a totally different type of plant, is that they're so quick. They produce in like a year, like 1 year. So if you have a year to wait, it's definitely worth doing. So this is dwarf NAMWAH. It's another dwarf variety, but these are just kind of used for that smoothie application, sweet banana. And I love these because they're so resilient as a plant. Like they'll grow really, really well and kind of without irrigation, without a lot of help, you know, like a lot of other bananas might need. So a lot of growers grow this out because it's so reliable and it's delicious. It's so good. And check it out, there's those GOLDFINGERs over there, which is a different variety, and they didn't do that well. And I think it's just they need a little bit more TLC than NAMWAH, but B, it was also like the stock. Like I put old plants like in the ground just to try to save them. And sometimes that's fun, but sometimes like it doesn't produce the best results. These are kind of wimpy browning bananas. The NAMWAH look really strong. So let me show you kind of what we did here to kind of inspire you on like why these bananas look so great. Some of those back there, we just mulched heavily and then planted support species, and they're doing their thing like a food forest style. This is kind of something different we do sometimes. You could still use it in the food forest, but I like to basically plant bananas in a ring or a circle. They call it a banana circle. The intention is to basically make a pit where you feed the bananas all your nutrients and compost. So check it out. We literally, you could put logs in here. You could do basically any organic matter to have it break down and feed these bananas because they love food, organic matter, compost, which is what they eat. This serves as my compost pit. People say, oh, how do you compost? I bury them under my bananas, in my banana circle. So that's what I do. So I'll make a big hole. I'll take all my eggshells and banana peels that I ate from the dad, and then bury it under here. And that way, you know, raccoons and stuff can't smell it, and it goes back to the earth like intended. So anyways, I love bananas. It's definitely the first to go on the ground when I hit a site because they're tasty and they're beautiful. This is that Cavendish I was mentioning. It's that store variety, and you could see it looks kind of like it. It's just young. It's really young and premature. So in a couple months, these will fatten up and they'll be like that store variety. It's kind of like chalky and cakey, you know, which is cool. I like the other ones though, where the texture's more like, you know, dense and I don't know, almost like custard or something. But these are cool too, man. To each his own. Thank you for watching, and I really appreciate the support. This stuff is super important and it matters a lot, and let's get planting. We'll see you next time.